Tokenmetrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams.
Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. I have with me Kai. Kai is the CFO of BitTube.tv and BitTube.video. So BitTube is a censorship-resistant social media platform, including a vlogging platform plus other social media aspects. And Kai, like I said, is one of the CFO, is the CFO. We're going to be getting an update on what's been happening with BitTube. Kai, thank you so much for making yourself available. Do appreciate it.
Thank you, Crypto, for giving us a chance.
Hey, not at all, not at all. And I'm going to go through, I've got a series of topics we're going to discuss just to get an update on what's happening with Tube. Anything you want to say about what Tube is for people, anybody who's new to this project?
Yeah, I mean, most of them know. People who don't know, Tube is now more than 2 years on the market. 2 years ago, we founded it. We built a coin. It's listed on Bittrex and Trade Oracle. It's complete anonymous, so that's mainly Tube. Around the coin, we are building an ecosystem. We do have a video platform based on the PeerTube system. We are building in the moment a social media platform. So different activities. We do have the airtime system in place, which allows to earn Tube coins while using the internet. So a lot of activities around the Tube coin, building an ecosystem and making the Tube coin interesting for users.
Yes. No, thank you for reminding me about the airtime. I do have airtime module, and how airtime works is I go on the internet. I don't have to go on Tube. You know, whatever website I go on, any news website or anything else, it calculates how much time I'm on the internet, and I get a little bit of Tube coins. And I think over the last year, I've accrued over 6,000 Tube coins just by going on the internet. And those Tube coins have increased in value as Tube has increased in value. And for anybody who's new to this platform, we are talking about an altcoin, a small market cap cryptocurrency that has been as high as 40 cents at one point and has a viable business model behind it. There was no ICO, no pre-mine, no token raise, nothing. It's privately funded from other revenue streams that aren't necessarily to do with the blockchain. And they launched the coin. It's a mineable coin. And it's backed by this principle, this ethos of resisting censorship, censorship resistant. People should have the freedom to share information, share ideas freely. Because if we can't do that, there is no progress. Progress gets stifled by censorship because you can't have free debate of ideas and stuff. So that I applaud. That's why I'm a fan of BitTube. Okay, so one of the things that happened, I did a video about this, and it will be in the playlist for Tube, which is that you applied for the Blockchain Privacy, Security and Adoption Alliance, and you are now members of that alliance. Do you want to say a little bit about what that is and why you applied and what's opening up out of it?
Yeah, we applied for the BPSA because of the issues on privacy, which the members of this community are dedicated to, and which is also on our line, looking for privacy in the internet, looking for privacy in use. And we thought applying for this community might give us input on other projects, what they are doing, gives the other projects possibly input from our side. And in the last weeks, we did discussions with the community, with this new community, and we are building out some ideas where we can work together, where the probably things like the coins of the other communities can be used in our platforms like BitTube Video for donations or for buying space, or where the Tube coin can be listed of exchanges where they are connected to, and all other things. So we are working there on some projects, and in the next weeks, I think we will give some announcements about new things there.
Oh, I'm interested to hear about those. Okay, so the BPSAA, if you are a subscriber or you watch my videos regularly, you will know that I feature the BPSAA. projects. Blockchain Privacy Security Adoption Alliance. It includes Pirate Chain, Sentinel with their decentralized VPN, Komodo platform, Burst Coin, Turtle Network, Ergo platform, Ether One, Dragon Chain, and I hope I haven't forgotten any. If I have, it's not personal. But Sentinel are building a decentralized VPN service. And one of the things that Sentinel are doing is they're allowing people to use Pirate Chain, R, to pay for the Sentinel DVPN when it goes live. And what's likely, not guaranteed, but this is how the projects work together, is that Sentinel will also accept Tube as payment. Or Turtle Network, they have a sort of decentralized, centralized exchange where you always have custody of your crypto assets. And they'll be setting up for Tube to go on their exchange. And the same with Komodo and their Atomic DEX. Now, it's not guaranteed, but the projects work together for that sort of to promote that sort of collaboration, to further the cause of privacy and security and censorship resistance.
Yeah,
great.
These are the ideas and the discussions we'll do have. One nice thing with this community is they are very active. We'll do have a weekly meeting with all the members, with a discussion where everybody updates the others on their projects and where we discuss which possibilities are there together. And as you just described, there are other projects which are using now other coins and probably a potential also for the Cube coins to use. And in the other direction, we will open our projects to pay there with the cubes of with the coins of the other members of this community. So I think it's a win-win situation for all.
Yes, and one way where it's very clearly a win-win is whenever I do a video of a BPSAA member, the other projects, they tweet it out. So they cross-promote. So the advantage for Tube, so when I tweet this out, I'll just at BPSAA, and then the members of BPSAA projects, they'll retweet that video. So then this has a much wider reach. I think over 300,000 social media accounts between those projects.
Right.
Great. Okay, Kai. Well, what I'd like to move on to, and it kind of touches up, we've already mentioned it, is the whole issue of exchanges. And a lot of the questions are questions that I think people in the community are going to want to know. And the big one they're all going to want to know is, when BINANCE? As a proxy, as a metaphor for when more exchanges.
It's always a question that people ask. I mean, in the moment we get the chance to go on there, we would not say no. But on the other side, let's look realistic to it. To get to BINANCE is, it's more a thing by invitation as by applying. And on the other side, it might give a nice effect in the pricing for a short moment. And on the other side, probably very quick dumps again. So it's nice to discuss big exchanges, but there's also a lot of danger here. I mean, we are looking in the moment for some exchange projects, especially also for decentralized exchanges. And we are looking for exchanges who fit to the project and who give an organic growth of the project. I think mainly all people know we are on a long run, not on a short profit. We look that the project can grow and that the whole ecosystem can grow. And for this, we are looking for the right partners. And there are coming new exchanges for sure in this year. There was, in the last months, due to all this COVID crisis and all the things, a lot of problems on a lot of projects and a lot of stops because projects were not able to work as they did the years before. But I think now we see getting back a little bit normal use to the work. And there will be a lot of movement in 2021 on a lot of projects and for sure on the Tube project.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Now, I want to echo what you said and add a bit more detail. So I have no idea what Binance's listing fees is currently. I know smaller projects smaller exchanges might charge 1 or 2 Bitcoin, sorry. So Binance could charge a whole lot more. I don't know. Maybe they charge 10 Bitcoin. I have no idea if that's accurate. They might charge 20 Bitcoin. They might charge 5 Bitcoin. So the choice is whether you devote 5 Bitcoin to paying for that listing fee, 5, 10, 20, whatever it is. Let's say it's 10 and then it's $500,000, $400,000 currently, right? Or you spend that money on developing and building the products and rolling it out, which in the end is going to have way more sustainability, because when the tube lists on a large exchange like Binance, it goes like this, and then pretty shortly after it goes back down. Maybe not the same as before, but then for what? Because there's that money that could have gone on product development that's not available anymore. So I get it. I completely get it. And I want to say that to explain to people who keep saying, when Binance, when Binance, when Binance. You want to go on Binance, you set up a project, you raise the funds, and then you go pay the listing fee for Binance, or you keep building the product.
Yes.
Okay. Now, still sticking on exchanges, any update on what's happening with Bittrex, because to doing the conversion from Tube 3 to Tube 4?
We knew they are working on it, but honestly, I cannot say when they will be finished. It's in their hands.
Okay, so no update, because they did say Q1, and we're still in Q1.
It's what they said. We are still in Q1, and I knew they are working on it.
Okay, fingers crossed, and then there's still Trade Ogre, and in the background there's stuff that the BPSAA projects are working on, but that could take time, because Tube being a fork of Monero isn't necessarily easy to integrate, is my understanding, because Monero is not always easy to integrate.
Yeah, it's part of the problem that ETH one is easy, because it's just a copy and paste. But this with the Tube coin, when we find an exchange who has Monero on, it's easier as for one who is not having it, because it's for the developer of the exchange always a hard job to do it. Okay, but on the other side, we choose exactly this to have the privacy coin, which is important for us, and what we think if you look on the future, really an advantage for a coin to have the privacy.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that. Then, still sticking to exchanges a little bit is the issue of wrapped tube. So I did a video announcing that was happening. So what's happening with that project now?
It's on the market. The people will share in the community the status. We are just now doing some tutorial videos on it, how it's being used, and there are discussions about where to bring it, like Uniswap and other things. So it's on the way. It's there. You can use it. But it will have some more days for the full system around.
Right, and my understanding
is the wrap tubes are working. You can use them, and the wallet for it is access.
Okay, so people would need to download the new wallet, and they can they can convert inside the new wallet from Tube to Rat Tube, and then go and send it to Uniswap. Except, Kai, gas fees.
They are bloody expensive.
They're ridiculous, and they're not going to get any cheaper.
Yes, that's the problem of the gas fees. We are looking into these issues and discussing things, but cannot tell anything against that. They are expensive.
Well, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're likely not to answer those questions, I think, right? So any plans to develop like a Binance tube, one that can work on the Binance Smart Chain?
It's in discussion, yes. It's an idea. I spoke about this with Sava, and he said, yes, it's something we should look on. Right, so probably coming with this, yes.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right, and then, so that's Tube. Then what about marketing? Because now the argument is now is a really, really good time for marketing, because people are coming in. It's altcoin season. There's lots of censorship going on. We should let people know, come over to BitTube, buy Tube coins, use airtime, express yourself.
You will never find any marketing from our side saying buy tubes. We will not do any marketing in a way forcing just the price, because it's not what we are looking on. We are looking on the project, and when the projects are good, the price will be in a range with the projects. And so we are not forcing any. When you do marketing for buy it now, it's like pump and dump. You can see it on the market now, and you see how some people win with it, and a lot of people lose money with it. When there are tweets like buy Dogecoins or all these things from Elon Musk, you see the price of a coin like this is going to the sky, and then it's going down. And we all know who did the money win and who lost. And we don't want things like games like this. So all our marketing, in the moment, it's the same like like you said, putting money into Binance. The money is going in the moment into the development. And I think you probably remember the call we had together with Saba in summertime, when he said, when we are with the system, with our ecosystem, a step more on, when social is running, when BitTube space, the video system is running, and all these system is working together, then he will think also about putting efforts on marketing. But in the moment, all the power will go into development.
Okay. Well, tell us what's happening with the development, with the status of the different projects.
BitTube video, we'll just load it to the Google Play Store, the Android application for BitTube.video. We are waiting for freeing it for the community. So in the next days, we'll have a new app for Android phones for using BitTube video. BitTube Social is in testing and end of development. So in the next weeks, we'll come with a BitTube Social platform built on base of Mastodon. BitTube Space will come. It's in a beta live, but will come in a complete new version in the second half of this year. So a lot of projects there are running on staking. We are on development. Web cubes are ready now. So a lot of things are going. Some are going in the moment not open. There's a lot of development behind the scenes. But these are the things which are in development at the moment. Airtime is running.
Okay, very good.
Did I forget anything?
No, well, you did mention it, and I forgot to ask you earlier, which is about staking. What's happening with this? Because there's going to be a new design with staking. I understand that the more you stake, the greater the rewards.
Yes, there will come a new stake system, but it's in development at the moment.
Right. Okay. Now, if people want to get involved or support Tube, what should they do? What would you recommend?
They can join the Discord community, which is active, which always is happy about new members discussing there, giving ideas there. Also in the Discord channel are sub-channels where you can bring your ideas. We'll read them. You see sometimes Saba answering to it. So it's always good to join that community. You can do your own marketing activities like sending tweets or other things about you. That's again coming back to the marketing from my experience from a lot of years. You can spend a lot of money into advertising, into, let's say, Google ads or whatever. You probably get a lot of people, but you get them mainly for a short time. If you spend your marketing more into the products, you get your community happy. And the community is speaking with friends and family. You get a much better and much wider marketing effect. You get the organic growth, which might be slower as another if you go in a lot of millions of marketing. But it's much more stable. Organic growth, the people stay with you. They love your project. They grow with it. So that's the thing we prefer.
Now that's a very good point, Kai. When it comes to marketing, one, word of mouth, viral marketing is the best.
Yes.
Yeah, but also when you have a really great product, what you create are fans of the product. You know, the way I think, I don't know so much now, but the way people are about, say, their Apple iPhones or Mac products. Mac products are just fabulous, and people who use Macs just tell other people who use Macs.
Yes.
And so it grows that way. So then you have a fan base. And I think there is something within blockchain industry where people become fans of particular projects for whatever reason, but where you have really, really great product, and I think a really great ethos, decentralization, democratization, censorship resistance, privacy, then it becomes a whole lot easier because people buy into that idea. So I completely agree with you. Thank you, Kai. Is there anything else you want to say before we finish up?
Nothing on the project. At least I would say thank you to the community, which is working with us, a lot of people since 2 years. And also thank you to New Crypto-Rich, who's supporting our project. So yeah, that's more or less. And I hope in 2021 we are getting to also more freedom with this pandemic we have in the moment. So that's more or less.
Yes.
Most important thing for all, I think, is health in the moment.
Yes, let's hope so. Thank you, Kai. Now, I'm going to have all the links in the description below for people to get involved, check it all out, do their due diligence. I do recommend leaving the big tech platforms because of their censorship and the way they sideline alternative discourse. Come over to BitTube, check it out, join the Discord group. If you have any questions, ask there. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Kai signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.